everybody. How's it going? This is the real John Wolf.
And the Uncle Jay's in the house.
And we are the hosts, your hosts of Roadside Lounge. We appreciate you being here. And it's been a long time coming.
It has. We've taken a little hiatus for some family time and back at it.
Yeah, and we just, we were going to pay somebody to do the editing and this and that didn't work out. So shit gets expensive and we are just getting off the ground. So we had to learn how to do this ourselves. So you should be very thankful because we're going to give you some high quality content here. It's a beautiful day here. I almost said the state, but I can't let you know that quite yet. But let me tell you, we were outside.
Warm today. Nice and warm.
Nice and warm.
Warmer.
Just getting everybody prepared. You can follow us at Roadside Lounge 24 on Instagram and TikTok. We're going to go ahead and get a Facebook coming soon, but go ahead and follow us and keep up to date with our content. We will be on YouTube as well, so keep an eye out for that. But as for now, let's get into it. Uncle Jay.
We'll be on YouTube as long as they allow us to be on YouTube.
Once we get big, they're cutting us down.
I don't even know if it's big. I'm pretty, polarizing. Would that be the word?
I think we are. I think we definitely are. And that's another thing that you all have to know about us, is we're going to talk about everything. We're going to say what's on our mind, but it can change. And I think that's important for people to realize, that just because we have an opinion today doesn't mean that it won't change tomorrow. I'm not saying we're going to be wishy-washy or flip-flop on an issue.
Yeah, I don't flip-flop. I'm pretty strong on my opinion, my value.
Yeah, me too. But if there's some evidence there...
Oh, listen, but I'm usually still right.
Hey, speaking of evidence, you had just showed me a video about Bill Gates. You want to break that down?
The gist of it was an interviewer was calling him on it and saying, what credentials do you have? And he's like, well, I guess you don't know that I fucking run the IBM and Microsoft and da-da-da. She goes, oh, you mean the program that you stole from the other guy and you just gave a couple bucks and made it yours?
Right.
Oh, no, there's more to it. I run a business and blah, blah. And so she just kept busting his balls, and everything the man does has just been bullshit.
Yeah.
He's leading the way in all the vaccinations.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, you made billions of dollars off of it, and what made you the expert? Well, I read books.
That's what he said?
He said, I read books.
Now,
I consulted with other professionals, but I read books. So that makes me smarter than anybody else doing this shit. No, there's an agenda. Bill Gates also owns the most farmland in the United States.
He does.
Did you know that?
Outside
Did you guys know that?
Yeah. So what about that, like pairing it with right now, one of the most, I don't even know if controversial is the word for it, but one of the most discussed topics is that Elon Musk shouldn't be doing what he's doing. I hear people insulting him constantly. I hear people, given that Bill Gates did that he stole the technology from, who was it?
Gary something, I can't think of his last name.
And I'm gonna check tape and make sure I Google and see, because that wouldn't surprise me. A lot of people buy existing businesses and then put their own touch on it. But did Elon Musk do the same thing with Tesla?
I don't know if Elon Musk stole Tesla. What I do know about Elon Musk and Tesla is he sent one of his main guys and told him, don't take no for an answer. No matter what you do, no is unacceptable. Go buy Tesla.com. Somebody had that.
Oh, the website.
Had that. Had the domain name.
Gotcha.
He wanted Tesla for for his cars and everything.
Right.
Someone owned the rights to it. That guy said no for months. The guy that was pursuing him never left. 4 months. Every day. He finally got Tesla.
Yeah. I wonder what he got.
It wasn't something stupid. It wasn't no like $300 bazillion dollars. It wasn't anything crazy. I mean, it was a good chunk, but I don't think it was anything astronomical.
Okay, well, I think one of the things like that would seem that maybe not failing forward, because I heard somebody say that about Musk, is that he fails forward, but with Bill Gates, people will fucking blow him because the vaccinations and everything, and nobody's saying that vaccines aren't good, because I just had a son and he just got his vaccine, you know what I mean? But like, we're talking about the COVID vaccine and other shit like that.
Well, they're saying that RNA or whatever that your kids get, even the little man just got autism instantly.
He didn't get. I don't think he got the
Good,
gene therapy and all that.
Good, dog.
I think that was. I don't know about some of the existing ones. One of the things that Bill Gates, and don't quote me on that, but I think Bill Gates was talking about putting vaccines in our food.
Mm-hmm.
So like salads and stuff like that, like lettuce. I think that's what they started with. And
a peel, or people pronounce it a peel.
Mm-hmm.
It's a new label that is on all your fruit and vegetables. It's a green little, almost kind of looks like a padlock. When you go to edit this, you'll have to see if you can throw a peel logo up on there, because it's a true logo.
Okay.
You don't want anything that has that logo on it. He's chemically engineering our food. He's already said he wants the world depopulated by a bazillion people by this year.
Yeah.
Not this year, but by whatever year it is, I don't remember.
Yeah. So how do we? I guess like the thing with it is, how do we fall? Because I think there's a lot of conspiracies out there for sure.
Oh yeah. Only a conspiracy until it comes true.
True. But how do we not fall into the? Because I feel like anytime that we talk about that, if you were to go, even though we just both watched the video, if you wouldn't talk to somebody and they said, "Oh, this is fucking bullshit. You're a conspiracy theorist," which I think is a pussy way of thinking, because really,
it's just an out.
Well, it's an out. You throw a label on somebody who's actually critically thinking.
Oh, you're a racist. I mean, that's another one. As soon as someone does that to me, I'm white.
Elon Musk. As soon as they say it,
instantly like,
yeah.
I mean, I'm not, but anything you say from that point on, you're just digging a hole. Yeah, you are. Listen to you. I mean,
yeah. Well, as soon as that's the thing I saw with Elon Musk too. Somebody questioned whatever the narrative was in the thread. I just stopped replying, because I'm like, I'm not spending all fucking night arguing. But they were like, okay, well, you're racist, and what was the other word? That you're racist and anti-science. But how can that be the fucking conversation that we have as a intelligent, somewhat civilized society?
There is a interview that a Russian operative did. Dan Bongino, praise to you, buddy, because that's where I heard it, has played it numerous times on his podcast and his radio show. The Russian operative basically says it is not a plan of 1 year, 2 year, 5 year. It is a 20, 30, 40 year plan of manipulation.
Right.
To where the point that you can take this and go right up to them and say, this is glasses. And they're like, no, it's not. Right here's a picture. Here's documentation. This is glasses. And they're like, no, you're wrong.
Right.
It's completely indoctrination.
Mm-hmm.
That's where today's society is. So even when you show them all the, hey, CNN's wrong, guys. This is, they're like, no.
Yeah.
So I don't, kind of lost tangent there, but I don't get it. I don't understand why or how it went that way, but that's where it's at.
What about, like, right now, the fact is that a lot of people are, sorry, I got a burp. A lot of people are questioning what Elon Musk is doing. They think that he's trying to steal their Social Security, that he's trying to, he shouldn't be in the position he's in, even though Trump appointed him to do what he's doing now. And you know what I found out? I think maybe you told me this. That Obama created we thought Doge, because Dogecoin, correct, but really that was something Obama made.
Right. It wasn't called that. They just,
okay.
The whole money checks and balances,
mm-hmm,
they've been that for years. And every freaking year they go to do an audit, the federal government fails the audit.
Oh, yeah.
Where they stop is right there. The guy's like, you guys failed. You failed. We gotta stop. And they're like, yeah, fuck you. Next.
Yeah.
Nothing's happened.
Yeah.
So Doge is still doing the same thing that was already being done. He's just going deeper. Mm-hmm. He's going so deep with his team, and maybe it's borderline that how they're doing it. But when they came in at 6 o'clock in the morning, they couldn't get into their systems, and they started panicking. So they started going to those backdoor systems and go, oh shit, we better hide it. Already found it.
Yeah.
They already found it. His team, whoever, whatever they're doing, is absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
If I had $1 million in my safe, and every day I come home, a little bit was gone, and a little bit it was gone, and then over however many periods of time it's gone, I would love to know how and where. I don't give a fuck how you did it, but thank you for telling me.
So it's a good thing.
In my opinion, there's so much waste. Whether it's the transgender bullshit they're talking across the country, or it's Bernie Sanders, who just got $44 million for socialism test in the United States.
And $20 million for fucking Sesame Street to be shot in a war zone.
It's stupid shit like that, that all that is money laundering. It's for me to kick you some, to kick me some.
Yeah.
I've never seen people get pissed off that we're trying to stop wars.
What's crazy, Cory Booker, does that
name sounds familiar? I don't know exactly who it is, but it sounds familiar.
I think it was like 2007 or something like that, 2006. He was running for mayor or governor or somewhere in New York, I think.
Okay, that sounds familiar.
He lived in a project building, so he lived with his people. He didn't have to, but he was in government somehow. He was running for one of these he was running for something. He won. And I watched the documentary. I was like, this is fucking great. He's a person of color. He's this and that. He cares about the people, blah, blah, blah. And then I remember a couple years later, somebody was shitting on him and some other people in Congress or whatever position he holds. Well, he's in Congress now, I think, or whatever. But they were shitting on him, and he voted against cheaper pharmaceuticals. And it turns out that he got $300,000 $300,000, and I was like, you fucking piece of shit. So it just seems like, man, you know what? And I've always tried to tote the not straight line, but I've always tried to be in the middle, because the truth is usually in the middle. It can't just be one side.
No.
Most of the time. And so I realized that, man, everybody is just from straight logic and reasoning. And if I offend somebody, well, fuck you. But because I was gonna apologize for a second, but it just sounds like everybody who's bitching and complaining is guilty
of something. That's why they're bitching and complaining.
I can't believe that Democrats didn't used to be like this.
Here's a great way to look at it. And I'm going to simplify it for everybody as far as the whole way he's going about it. It's wrong, right? No different than if I'm sitting here and my girl walks up and grabs my phone. Mm-hmm. What the fuck? You don't grab my phone.
Yeah.
That's wrong. And now she's going through my phone and finding shit. It's fucked up, right?
Mm-hmm.
She should walk up and say, hey, can I see your phone? I'll be like, here you go.
Yeah.
I have nothing to hide. See my phone.
Yeah.
So even if me personally, even if you grabbed it out of spite,
yeah,
I've done that. Here you go. Dig away. Oh, you found somebody fucking me through a virus I didn't know I had? Thank you. Appreciate it. But it's not, if the louder the opposition is, usually means the closer you're getting to something.
It's got to be that. And then we see another thing right now, and this is something I'm truly uneducated on, so I don't mean to offend anybody. And the purpose of these conversations for the audience that are listening, for one, thank you for being here, but for two, we want to understand these topics better. And there's been plenty of times I've had an opinion, and then you say something, and I'm like, I didn't know that. And then I change. So, like with the Ukraine war, the whole thing with Zelensky, he was just in the office with Trump. And I'll get to my initial question because I kind of went on a tangent. But one of the things that they stopped the funding. And a lot of people are mad at Trump, Vance, and Musk. And actually Vance is in a lot of memes right now because...
I don't understand why anybody would be upset about stopping the funding. I get that it needs to help them. There's no dispute there, okay?
Right.
But let's just stop for a split second. What, $300 billion we've sent that way?
Yeah.
How much money have we done to help our homeless, our veterans, our all the shit we've done for them? How much money have we spent here? I know the answer to that question. It was rhetorical. Pennies.
I'm glad you said that.
Just fucking pennies.
I'm actually glad you said that. So isn't it like a lot of people, speaking of Musk, a lot of people are saying that he should use his fortune to end world hunger because he can. It costs like $6 billion, right, or something like that.
Why should someone who enriched themselves, educated themselves, worked? The motherfucker slept at his factory for 5 months straight.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, to your point though.
Why does he got to give away his fortune to help somebody else?
To your point, I think it's like $6 billion, or it's some. That's a lot of money, but it's something small. California gave them billions and billions of dollars. In fact, they just did an audit and saw that they can't account for $24 billion.
Well, they can. They just conveniently can't.
Well, 24 billion. So that's 6, 12, 18, 24. You could have
24
solved
billion taxpayer dollars.
They could have solved world hunger 4 times over. So I agree with you. It's not a billionaire. It's not Bezos or anybody. It's our government. That's our money. Why can't it go towards us? Mm-hmm. I don't understand. And this is one thing. Don't call me a piece of shit or fucking a MAGA, whatever the fuck.
A MAGA supporter? Oh yeah.
Have some substance to the argument. I'm not even arguing for anybody's side. I'm just saying, hey, this doesn't make sense. How is this happening? So we're talking about Bill Gates. For somebody who has these things to say, what would be the best way to go about with somebody? Because it seems like everybody is unreasonable these days to talk about the fact that Bill Gates stole somebody's idea or whatever he did.
No, he paid for it.
Oh, okay.
He's just claiming that he invented Microsoft. No, you didn't. You paid this guy pennies on the dollar for his product. Mm-hmm. Now it's yours. That's business. I get that.
Right.
But you're nobody to be in the position that he is. Mm-hmm. It'd be like asking Jeff Bezos. What? The motherfucker's got billions of dollars, yeah. But he has... Oh, so he's going to pick up a book and read out some biology and go, oh yeah, I know how to fix that problem.
Well, I did the same thing. Am I an expert now?
As far as Bill Gates is concerned, yes. Now step 2 is just sit down with some other smart people and now you're in.
I'm sorry. What?
Throw some money at it.
Yeah. And I get, like, it's not just Bill Gates. It's not just Elon either. It's not just Trump or whoever the fuck. Anybody who's doing great things in society, they have a team. And so with, they call them the PayPal Mafia. Because, yes, Musk and his brother, like, were doing the shit he was coding at night and doing whatever during the day. But he had other smart people around him that went on to make Yelp. They went on to make LinkedIn. They went on to do all sorts of other stuff. So I think it was about like 10 or 12 people. So it's no one person that's just doing these things. And I see like what Bill Gates is talking about. But when he goes to, he's talking about depopulation. Mm-hmm. He's talking about all these other things. There's a lot of shady shit.
The shady part is like on the depopulation.
Yeah.
Oh, we're running out of this and we are not. We're not running out of anything at all.
Is a place haunted or what happened?
Maybe. So
now I'm uncomfortable.
Totally forgot where I was going. We're not running out of resources. So they're saying we need to free up, get rid of 1 billion people in the world. There's places in the world that are untouched.
Yeah.
Untouched. You can build there. Mm-hmm. You can do whatever. It's just a scam. Why do we got to get rid of... The baby boomer generation is getting ready to die off. They're getting older. I mean, they're not dying tomorrow, but they're in the 70s to 80s right now.
Right.
They've only got 10 to 20 years, and that generation is gone. That was a huge workforce.
Yeah.
They're retiring. You look at my wife's son, what he does for a living. Mm-hmm. At 20 years old, I don't know anybody from the 70 to 20 years old that's doing it. He's new into it, mm-hmm. But where's the people from the 20 year of age to 70? There really isn't. So when those 65, 70-year-old guys are done, holy shit. Wait till you go to get a car repair. You think a house build now is crazy?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's coming, man.
Well, I don't know. It's funny because, you said Bill Gates, but Bill Gates and Elon Musk have opposing thoughts. Elon Musk thinks that we're on the verge of a population collapse, that we need to have babies.
That's why he's got 14.
That's why he's got 14, so he's did his part. But Gates is saying that there's too many people. But the thing is, too, that's funny, even though we have poor, homeless and hungry people, we have the money and resources because they did a study. I remember I did this during my first master's. They have enough
7 masters, by the way.
I'm kind of smart, but we have so much food that we can make everybody on Earth obese. We just don't. We throw it away. It goes expired or before it goes bad. We don't give it to the homeless, or we don't give it to the people who need it.
We don't give. I know the answer to this question.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager, I worked at a Hardee's, and at the end of the night, your shift, chicken was huge back then. Mm-hmm. You would, all the chicken trays, the manager would come, 7 wings, 4 thighs, 6 breasts. She'd bag it up, throw it in the trash. Wow. I'm like, what are you doing? She goes, well, I'm counting the chicken. We didn't sell it. I got to throw it away. I'm like, well, I'll take a bucket home. Fuck, I'm a teenager. Start. I don't know money.
Right.
She goes, you can buy a bucket. Like, what the fuck you mean buy a bucket? She goes, well, I can't give it to you. That, it's theft.
Yeah.
I said, well, then why not give the homeless guy this? Well, as soon as we give it to the homeless guy, if he was to choke on a bone, if he was to get sick from eating it, now they sue us.
That's kind of a good point, though.
So I'm like,
yeah, I get that.
Well, I understand it because I'm older now, but where did the society get to where, hey, dumbass, you shouldn't have ate it so fast. Slow down.
Yeah, make him sign a fucking waiver. Hey, are you starving to death? Yes.
So here's a great one because of my profession. You signed the waiver. Said, man, I don't give a shit. Just go ahead and fix this, right?
Right.
Did your wife sign the waiver? Did your kids sign the waiver? Nope. So they sue the fuck out of you, not you. Yeah, and it's a legality crap show.
Yeah.
How easy it is for the bad guy to win in court.
Well, we'll have to talk about that. I think. Oh man, we just hit that time limit. Short one today, because we're just jumping into it. And plus, we got some other obligations. But for everybody who doubts anything that we have to talk about, make sure you do your due diligence and go see it. Don't go check Wikipedia. Don't just watch a YouTube video that some ultra Christian guy made.
Not Fox, not CNN.
Yeah.
Check everything.
Check everything.
I mean, get information, people.
Yeah.
And leave us comments. We don't know everything.
Yeah.
I
you
know
did a good
almost
job,
everything.
Fuck you. Leave us something. But also, too, I think since we were talking about government corruption, the last point I'll make, there's a book, and I have to buy it. I bought a book today, actually. I should have got that one, but it's called One Nation Under Blackmail by Whitney Webb. And I think you want to talk about how the mob and the criminal organizations got involved in politics and took it to where it is now. I mean, and she has primary sources. Listening to her was terrifying. Like, with how real that shit gets, mixed with some of the supernatural aspects of some things that go on.
Well, supernatural is a whole other topic.
That's a part of that. And I'm not going to get into that, but like...
I want to talk about, we're going to have to do a JFK show.
Oh, yeah. Next one.
We're definitely going to have to throw some JFK stuff out there.
Yeah. Stay tuned.